Alright, today we're going to make a video about the Verizon versus US Mobile. Now, Verizon and US Mobile, they're on the same network. Verizon is the main carrier in the United States, and so US Mobile is a prepaid network, and it is a virtual mobile network operating whatever the four-letter initial it is. But basically, we have over here a iPhone SE 3rd generation, which is I don't use for my mainly driver, or just actually use 12 mini for that. And I currently has all the eSIM on there for what I was testing for the Spectrum Mobile and the US Mobile, as you can see. Some of it right there, filming on my laptop. So now, that being said, let me make a quick note. This plan is currently on the trial 50 day during the Black Friday, and so what that is basically I can try for 50 day, but do keep in mind that free came to higher plan, which is on the US Mobile, they call a premium plan or the middle tier plan. So that whatever test you see over here is what's prioritized for the 30 gig. Well, actually prioritize 50 for the plan that I sign up. The one that I'm going to change to, which is going to be the essential 30, that's going to be prioritized for 30 gig, and then after that it go down. Now, I already can tell due to my test experience, when I say prioritize data, even if you're on the 5G LTE, you're probably going to throttle down to the 5 megabyte of the speed. Now, we have the ultra band over here right off the highway, so we can actually test it. And that's what most carrier focus on, is like off the highway and all that stuff. But enough yapping, we're talking. You can see over here it does register as Verizon, and as this one on the US Mobile Verizon. I'm reading the backward just because it doesn't make sense to me. So the update should be higher than that. So in the antenna should be somewhere around a metal. So I'm not sure. But every other time that tests around 40 meg up, and then about 400 up, down 413. So I'm not sure what. But anyway, as you can see, and then if we're gonna switch to the other network, which is significantly throttled a lot, which is the Spectrum Mobile, we're gonna turn off the personal one, and then go into the Spectrum Mobile over here, as you can see. So currently it says LTE, but once you start there you go. Once you start testing, it go into the So as you can see, the ping is actually pretty good on this one, but as you can see, Spectrum Mobile is significantly decreased, and it's severely deprioritized on a busy congested network. Look, they're up. It's about 5.2. So yeah, you can see. Now, we're going to do one more test, because the carrier, most of the carrier, they like to deprioritize you when you're not using it, and then once you start throttling their network, then they kind of, with your phone, they like to give you a little bit more. It's either the phone internally like to do that or what, I don't understand, but do keep in mind that's one of the things. And so With a US mobile, even if you're watching the Netflix or YouTube, you do not get deprioritized to the 480p, which is 2 megabytes, which is that's really nice. To find out about that, it's basically go to fast.com. All right, we're gonna do fast.com, and once we go into fast.com, this one is on the Spectrum Mobile. Looks like they didn't deprioritize that either. So Spectrum Mobile, shout out to you, good job. Not throttling. And then over there is the upload for the you can see. So 10, yeah, it's about 10. You know, the upload's very slow, but yeah, it's struggle along. So Spectrum Mobile is not the greatest network, but it does work for what you need it. So Netflix server looks like fun. So now we test that on the its network. So we're gonna go back, make sure I turn on the other network. There you go. Data line, personal. Yeah, you keep label US Mobile as a Verizon for some reason. That's crazy. So also one thing we know with Spectrum look like so if you have a consumer router that's either your neighbor has the router from Spectrum or you have it or anybody around the neighborhood has it, it will automatically switch to that Wi-Fi hotspot, which is Wi-Fi router to that node. And then that access router actually puts out about 300 megabyte of data or a megabyte of internet. So, and then I think 20 up. So if you have Spectrum Mobile, keep that in mind. So now, because I tested, I know it, and that's how I was able to. You can see that right now. It says Spectrum right on Spectrum Mobile Network. So that's it. To me, it's actually annoying because you go around a neighborhood, you drive around, and then you act connected to the hotspot. What? Your call get dropped all the time and all that stuff. You can actually deactivate that to not install the profile by simply go into it and just say don't auto connect right there. That way you don't experience what I'm talking about. So we're gonna turn off the Wi-Fi and then go into cellular and then switch the data to personal. Give it a second, it will switch, and then we're gonna test the fast.com and the US mobile. See that? That's just significantly better. See that? 70, no, 80 to 86, 88. Yeah, so just keep going up. As you can see, the point is it does not throttle you. You can watch 480p or not 480p, 1080p or 4K or whatever on the go on your device as long as the screen support it. Now, let's talk about this line. This line actually my business line. So I actually own that line, and when I say I own the line, because I'm on the business line, this is actually the line that I sign up under business. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people can do Verizon Business, whatever you do. Now, do keep in mind a little bit harder with if you're a YouTuber, it's you have to present a EIN or EIN or something like that. If you don't have EIN, you can't really do it. But if you know what business operating thing is, if you're long lawn care business or whatever, as long as you have EIN, that process make it much easier for you, and you can actually sign up very quickly with Verizon Business. Now, Verizon, I do have to say one thing about the Verizon smartphone plan that I'm currently on. It's fully unlimited. It is a 2020 release plan, and it's a legacy plan. They no longer do that. They did that back in the day, but you can still sign up through they call it third party uh, vendor. But I would do highly suggest you when they say $45 on that plan. Keep in mind you have a surcharge. Almost the bill is for us was $58. For me, it's $58. So do keep in mind when they call you for a 45, you just remember you're paying extra. Now, this is the Verizon business. So the Verizon business could look like it's a little bit lower than the consumer. That's what they call a consumer and business. Okay, let's talk about the speed test. We got 305, 36. So 305, 36 up. Okay. Ah. So, anyway, it's faster than most of your probably home internet that's copper. But do keep in mind, Verizon also give this speed to their home internet speed as well. So when I had their home internet for their home internet version of the home internet, the white box, the business one is a black one, but the home internet is for the home consumer is a white one. When I tested them now, it was approximately about the same speed of up and down, and also depend on the congestion of the hour. And with the home internet, I feel like they do constantly try to keep up with the speed, the priority, and all that stuff. Reason why I say that is because it's very important to do that. Otherwise, a lot of customers will kick say, "Well, my internet slowed down during the congested hour. I'm not using it anymore," because cable is a lot more consistent when it comes to that speed wise. Even a fiber actually right now, sometimes it kind of fluctuate as well. So for the Verizon business, and this one is fully unlimited hotspot according to what they told me. It's fully unlimited on everything. So there's not really a cap, but with the price, it's not bad either because this one came with voice and data, and you know, but Verizon customer service for business really isn't up there. I truly think if you need help, go into the store. You better look at it. Better look at to get anything done with a Verizon through the store for either because customer service clearly doesn't know what I'm trying to talk. Maybe because I'm speak Chinese to them. I don't know. And so do keep in mind that it is a frustrating point. But I'm gonna probably end up just deciding what carrier I'm gonna go is probably gonna be US Mobile, just because US Mobile is much better. Their price is more consistent. Um, I understand they're trying to give it away for free 30 day. I think most carrier does that. Even T-Mobile does it too. I've been with T-Mobile for a long time, and I had T-Mobile even on my tablet plan. This one is a 30 gig on a $10 plan. That's a very good deal, I would say, especially if you guys ever want to use it as backup internet. $10 for 30 gig. If you have a ubiquity in business, that is a point right there. So T-Mobile is not always reliable, but do remember T-Mobile you can stick a tablet line into a Orbi LTE router and use as a backup internet, and it works very well. So at my church, we actually have Ubiquiti fallback network, but do keep in mind, Ubiquiti fallback network is automatic, but it is very expensive. 1 gig of data costs you about what, $15 a month. So anyway, they're using AT&T on the Ubiquiti one. So anyway, that's pretty much it, and thanks for watching, and I hope this wasn't a boring video for you guys to click it off. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.